Hello and welcome back to the fifth and final Swiss round of the Cybergamer Hearthstone one-day competition brought to you by Logitech and, of course, Team Down TV. My name is Ben Semangrin. I'm joined by the beautiful Jordan Elfish Guy Mays. We've seen some great games today, and I suspect the next round won't be any different, Jordan, as we see Danz up against DevilDog. Now, Danz has his drilled out. DevilDog picking up that Hunter.
Classic Hunter.
Classic Hunter.
I don't think anybody really enjoys playing against that Hunter, and I think we can kind of gather from the fact that he's got a Magma Rager there that he has already played a Web Spinner, and it has gone down as well, presumably to a hero power from the Druid. So, I mean, a Magma Rager, if you get that off a Web Spinner, is actually not that bad. You wouldn't want to draft it into your deck, so to speak, but you know, you can definitely get worse out of your Web Spinner than the Magma Rager. But anyway, on to the game. Looks like board control going in favor of the Hunter at the moment, which is definitely not a surprise, thing as it is turn 4, and we do know Hunter really does excel in that early game.
Hunter excels at all games except until it loses, I feel.
Yeah.
It's generally how Hunter goes. Now, we're having a look. Danz is currently 3-1. DevilDog is currently 3-1 as well. So these guys are playing to see who's going to come out right near the top. Yeah, top of the bracket. Potentially even in first place after the Swiss part of the tournament. So Sludge Belcher coming out and going to get taken down straight away. Nice board here for DevilDog. Dan's down to 18 HP. What has he got here? He has got a swipe. He's going to play a Wrath first.
I think he's trying to bait out a mind control here, a mind control tech here. Actually, no, going for the swipe. So definitely a good decision as well, clearing the board. And actually, I did not pick up on that one. I was just kind of tunnel visioning that mind control tech.
And Crazed Alchemist, obviously of no use. So it's quite a bit. Yeah, we're 6 turns in here, and DevilDog has a nice board. He's got his opponent down to 14. We have a look. This is an explosive trap. So, yeah, there's a few things here. Obviously, Ancient of War, we're going to go for the +5 health.
Yeah.
But it's got Core Hound.
Core Hound. I called that a Magma Rager before.
That's good. I actually wondered what you were talking about.
Anyway, you got the picture.
I understand now. I do understand now. So he picks up. It is the freezing.
Magma Rager's the 5/1, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. Well, that would be a pretty awful card.
What is is there a reason to have Core Hound in his? Is there
No, that's from the Web Spinner.
Ah.
Yeah.
Shows how much attention I was
actually paying. That's what I was talking about when I was saying Magma Rager.
Right, now it makes sense. I'm like, why is that card there? It's actually not very good.
Yep.
Too much
well,
fiddling,
it did its job.
Too much fiddling with the scoreboard and not enough paying attention. So we need a producer.
Yeah.
So I'd fly down.
Fly up.
Yeah, fly up from Adelaide.
From Adelaide to Brisbane.
Be useful, please.
Come live in Brisbane.
Yeah, that's where the cool kids are.
All right, anyway, Kill Command coming out here onto that Ancient of War. A lot of damage to face of the Hunter, but does get rid of that big Taunter, and this is going to be dangerous now for Danz. I dare say he'll play that Sonaris. And with those 2 Taunters, going to buy him a little bit more time, and again, you know, just stalling out until this Hunter really runs out of steam, which will probably be at the end of this turn, you would expect.
Yeah, it just really needs to get through and get that advantage back, which he has. He's certainly starting to do here. The Hunter's running out of cards. He's going to get him down to 11 HP here. Actually, Kill Command, going to use that while he has a Beast on the board, I assume is the plan.
Yes.
Getting him, I suppose he's trying to get him down to the point where he can use 3 turns worth of his hero power, but obviously now out of reach.
Oh, very well played there, actually. And I think that's pretty much going to spell the end there for DevilDog. Doesn't really have enough to get through these. That 1 taunt plus the HP that's left. I mean, unless Danz really goes for face here and really messes up.
I genuinely don't understand why these Druids aren't being banned out. Like, Hunter's good.
Oh, no healer.
But
really needed a healer there.
Wow.
He can survive 1 more turn.
But he goes down to 1. He can attack into this. Will deal 2 damage to him here.
He might, if he's...
Is that surely...
This is
it's going to clear out how many? I can't even see. There we go, down to... He was concerned about that. What have we got here? Swap it means attack and health. He's looking at that. There's nothing that's going to help him at all.
That's really tough.
Does he have to clear the board now?
No, he can't because the hero power.
He does.
From
yeah, there you go. That's it. There's nothing you can do.
That is really a disappointing end for if you are the Druid player.
I was just saying how good Druid was.
I think he probably should have cleared the board instead of hitting the face, then waited for another draw next turn. We'll see what he was going to draw here with this Wild Growth. If it was a healer, he would have survived. Let's see. Oh, he could have survived if he had cleared the board and kept kept that one armor. He would have survived the hero power, and then he would have been able to heal up next turn and win the game. But unfortunately, opted to go for the face, and that's going to lose him that particular game in the best of 3. But there are still 2 games, or potentially 2 games to come up, which could help him out.
Yeah, 2 games left. We hope, because
best of 3 is good.
Definitely keen to see how these kids go. We'll see if we can another game through. So obviously he's going to have to use the Hunter again, which lets his opponent come through and decide what he wants to use. What is the best of his remaining decks. So players registered 4 decks, ban out 1, leaves 3, loses 1, leaves 2.
Yep.
So he's got 2 decks to pick from here. Will we see a Hunter come out?
Well, bear in mind, whatever he picks for this one, if he does win, he'll have to play that deck again in the 3rd game. So, he does have to kind of take into consideration the other decks that can be picked up there as well.
Need to be able to win with it 2 games in a row to get out to that best of 3. So we'll jump back in here into our game. We'll see what's going on. The guys here who have gone Paladin.
Yes, Hunter versus Paladin. This could be a good situation for a coin muster for battle, but actually just going to use his hero power. Probably playing a bit safe. Don't know exactly what that secret is, but I'm sure we can check that out in a sec. And looks like the Hunter just going for a hero power as well. Explosive Trap is the secret. So muster for battle here, I dare say, would be the play. I would have said you probably should go for one of those creeps with that guy there, but obviously opting not to. You could have cleared the board, but does clear that explosive trap as well, which is quite good, considering he does now have 3 1/1s on the board, which could have been taken out by that trap.
Yeah, it's you definitely need to get rid of explosive trap if you are going to see your 1/1s and that muster for battle. Obviously, you can beef them up by 2, but it's not always going to play out exactly how you want. So he's got the card advantage here. It's turn 4. We'll see what he's going to do. Looks like he's going to take out the web spinner, swing into that one, leaving a 4-3 on the board. Picks up, is that a bear? Yeah, an iron for a grizzly.
I think you probably... coining out the antique heal bot. Actually, that's a very good decision because that can trade equally into the Houndmaster. I was going to say play the Knife Juggler, but obviously I think this was probably a better decision than what I would have done in that situation. Unfortunately, though, DevilDog does have that weapon, which is going to get rid of the antique heal bot and really throw the plans awry for Danz. At least, I guess, the consolation prize is that he can get rid of this Undertaker before it gets buffed.
Yes, well, Undertaker obviously isn't necessarily... It's not like your turn 4 play normally. So, or turn 5.
Well, he wanted to put this into a turn 6 Savannah Highmane.
Yeah.
Which we can see. Obviously, Danz doesn't know about that, but you would think he would have a sneaking suspicion that it would be happening.
I personally wouldn't want to leave it on the board.
No, I definitely would not leave that Undertaker on the board.
He does have an Iron Beak down there as well, but if you leave it to the point where you have to use your Iron Beak on an Undertaker...
Oh, he's going to leave it.
It's going to stay out there. It will get buffed next turn. Take essentially 2 damage for his troubles here.
It's not so bad because it does get buffed. He can silence the Savannah Highmane and then True Silver Champion the Undertaker. So
yeah, so it hasn't actually turned out.
It works out pretty well in the end.
Yeah, it hasn't turned out too poorly, to be fair. So we will see the Silence coming out, going to stop those hyenas
from spawning.
Yeah, which are a real pain in the ass.
The Savannah Highmane is probably one of the single most powerful cards in its for its mana slot.
Mm.
You know, you get so many stats off it, and I mean, it's just so difficult to remove. Like, even now that he's silenced it, it's still a 6-5 on the board.
Yeah, yeah. We have a look here. We're going to bring out the Grizzly. Obviously, going to get pumped up there by... I'm not even sure what these are called. There we go.
Leok.
Leok. There you
They
go.
all have a different name.
They
The
have
bear
an
one's
actual
called
name.
Misha, and what's the other one? The boar. I don't remember what the boar's called.
Do you know why? You don't care?
Why?
It's boring.
Oh, dear.
Wow, that was good. Have a look at this board. So Danz here. Danz is 1 zip down. So he's picked Paladin
Yeah.
specifically out of his last 2 classes because he felt it had the best chance